Hi guys, a lot of people have been asking me about the little acoustic piece we've done on the strumming on another video, and instead of answering all the questions individually, what we thought we'd do is we'd try and answer them all here in this short video. So first of all, what I'll do is explain the tune of the guitar. It's a standard tuning except for the low E string, which is dropped down to a D. It's called a drop D tuning, so that's a simple tuning. So all our chord shapes are basically the same as standard tuning, except for when we have to use or utilize the low E string, which is now a D. So very simple. Instead of going through the piece exactly note for note, when I'm playing this out with the band or whatever, I tend to play it slightly different each time. Gives me a lot of freedom. So I'll show you the shapes I'm using. The shapes are very simple. They're all on the G and B strings. Certainly for this little section they are. And I'm starting here on the 7th fret, so I would see that as my D chord or as my home bass. Alright, so that's the first shape. I just take these shapes down from the 7th fret, both in the same frets, move it down to fret 5. Then we're going to change the shape slightly, the frets 3 and 4. And then down to 1 and 2. Above the 7th fret we'll go up to 8 and 9, up to 10 and 11, up to fret 12, up to 13 and 14, and I might finish off with it actually a slightly different shape, which is going to be 15 and 14. Little shapes there, we can create simple melodies. And what we'll do is we'll get the low D string ringing with it, or we can actually hit all the strings because of the tuning of the guitar. So I might do something like this here. And everything we do there, we can just do like a variation of it basically. When you're actually doing that, the important thing is to make sure that you're hitting the B and G strings, because that's where the melody, that's where the movement of the fingers are. So if you're doing that, there's no point in playing the lower strings a lot, because you won't hear much difference. So make sure that when you are playing that, if you dig in, that you play the B and G strings a lot. Okay. Now, so what we'll do is we'll show you some of the specifics, or some of the ideas that were definitely on the other video. So the simple melody was this shape, 10 and 11, and the 12. So. One of the other ones done was I went from here, 10, 11, 8, 9, over to 7. Now changed slightly, because instead of being both in fret 5, I went to 5 and 6. And this is going to take me to my G chord. Now normally the G chord's like this, for most people, in the standard tuning, or this. Okay. But because of the tuning here, we've dropped the E down to D, so we'll have to compensate that. This note has to go up 2 frets. So this is going to be our G note here. So what we'll do is I play my G chord like this. So it doesn't look like a normal G, but it'll still sound like a G chord. And the secret of this is when you're playing this note here, make sure the note, or the A string, you mute that string with whatever finger's playing the low E string. You mute that string so it actually sounds like this. Almost like you played it wrong, but you don't hear that when you strum the whole chord then. So that's my G chord. So now I'm going to go. And sometimes when I play that, I don't even play that high G note there. Sometimes what I do is I just play up to the 3rd or 2nd string. So now we have sound like this.